Greetings, fellow students of astrology. Welcome to another episode of the Lilly Lectures. I am your guide, William Lilly, and today we are going to look at the brief description of the shapes and forms of the planets, which is useful for describing the querent or quesitid in a horary chart and can also assist in assessing if the chart is radical. You may also refer to my book, Christian Astrology, for more information on this subject under the planets' headings and their significations. So let's begin. Saturn, who is associated with someone of a dark or blackish-brown complexion, often with a rough and hairy body. They may have a pale or leaden appearance, their eyes are usually not prominent, and their complexion may have a tinge of black or yellow, resembling jaundice. Saturn individuals tend to be lean and crooked or have a prominent brow. They may have a thin, straw-colored beard and large lips. Their gaze is downward, and they exhibit slow movement. They may be bow-legged or prone to knocking their legs or knees together. Saturn individuals often have a foul breath and are prone to coughing. They can be crafty, manipulating others for their own gain, and are filled with revenge and malice. They tend to be indifferent towards the church or religion, and in terms of personal hygiene, they are often unclean, slovenly, and may engage in promiscuous behavior. They have a hearty appetite, but despite their greed, they are often not wealthy. Moving on to Jupiter, described as someone of a pleasing stature, with a full face and large, sanguine eyes. They have a complexion that is either a mixture of white and red, or has a fair amount of white and red present. There is usually a significant space between their eyebrows. Their beard is typically flaxen or sandy flaxen in color. In some cases, when Jupiter is combust, their appearance may be sad. They have thick hair and their eyes are not black. They have well-set broad teeth, although there may be some distinctiveness in their two front teeth, such as misalignment or discoloration. Their hair has a gentle curl, especially if Jupiter is in a fire sign. Jupiter individuals are well-spoken and tend to be religious or at least morally upright. They are considered comely and somewhat plump, especially if Jupiter is in moist signs. If Jupiter is in air signs, they may appear large and strong. If Jupiter is in earth signs, they are typically well-born or come from noble lineage. However, if Jupiter acts as a significator for an ordinary person, they exhibit more kindness and humanity than is typical for someone of their station. Now let's discuss Mars. A martial individual often has a full face with a vibrant, sunburned complexion or a raw, tanned leather appearance. They have a fierce countenance with sharp, sparkling yellow eyes. Their hair, both on the head and beard, tends to be reddish. However, the specific color of their hair may vary depending on the sign Mars is in. In fire and air signs, where Mars falls with fixed stars of its own nature, the hair appears deep, sandy red. In water signs, when in conjunction with fixed stars of its own nature, the hair has a flaxen or whitish brightness. In earth signs, the hair is usually a dark brown or sad chestnut color. Martial individuals often have facial scars or marks. They are broad-shouldered with a robust and sturdy physique. They are bold, proud, inclined to mock, scorn, quarrel, drink, engage in gaming, and pursue sexual encounters. The specific behaviors exhibited depend on the sign Mars is in. For example, if Mars is in the house of Venus, the individual may be promiscuous. If Mars is in the house of Mercury, they may be inclined to steal. If Mars is in its own house, they are prone to quarreling. In Saturn's house, they become surly or sullen. In the Sun's house, they are domineering. In the Moon's house, they tend to be heavy drinkers. With regard to the Sun generally signifies someone with a pale complexion mixed with red. They have a round face with a short chin and a fair stature. Their complexion may lean towards yellow and black, but tends to be more sanguine overall. Sun individuals are bold and resolute. Their hair has a gentle curl, and they have a white and delicate skin. They desire praise, fame, and recognition from others. They have a deep voice and a large head. Their teeth may be somewhat distorted or set at an angle, and their speech is slow but well considered. They exhibit outward decorum and proper conduct in their actions. However, privately they can be lustful and inclined towards various vices. Those influenced by Venus, whether male or female, are described as having a beautiful and fair round face. They have full, often goggle eyes and red, ruddy lips. The lower lip is neither thicker nor larger than the upper lip. Their eyelids are black, and their overall appearance is lovely and graceful. The hair is usually a pleasant color, varying according to the sign. In some cases it may be coal black, while in others it may be a light brown. The hair is smooth and soft, and the body is well-shaped, often tending towards shortness rather than tallness. Mercury is characterized as someone whose complexion is neither white nor black, but falls between the two. They have a dark brown or dark yellowish color. Their face is long, and they have a high forehead. Their eyes are black or gray, and their nose is thin and long. They often have a thin, sparse beard, or no beard at all. Their hair is typically auburn or a sad brown, close to black. They have a slender body with small legs. Mercury individuals are talkative and busy, and they walk swiftly, always appearing to be engaged in some activity. And lastly, the moon. Due to its rapid changes, the moon's appearance can vary. In general, moon individuals have a round and full face, with a complexion that shows a mixture of white and red, although paleness tends to dominate. If the moon is in fire signs, the person may speak hastily. If in water signs, they may have freckles or chubby cheeks. They do not typically possess an attractive body and often appear dull and mediocre. Unless strongly dignified, the moon generally represents an ordinary, common person. And there you have it, a detailed exploration of the physical descriptions of the planets. I trust you will find this useful. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the celestial world of astrology. Until next time, I'm William Lilly, and this is Christian Astrology.